Funny question. Have you ever wondered why you're only a legendary trader when you trade on demo, but then you actually begin to lose money when real money comes into play? What's going on there? Is there something wrong with you? Is it the market? It's rigged, obviously, right? It's a manipulated market. What else would it be? Or are you just doing something very different when you trade demo in comparison to when you trade live? Are you following same rules? Like, what's going on there? Look, in this video, I want to talk about exactly these things and why trading demo, in a way, is pretty useless. You know, if you're using it as a basis for confirmation of your readiness to trade real money, no, it won't work. You could test your trading plan. Sure, okay, just like the mechanics of it, but you don't really need a demo account for that. You could just do it on TradingView, right? Like, that's just not what's necessary. But, you know, let me tell you actually what you should do instead. And as a better way to confirm whether you're actually ready to trade live with real money or not. Look, if you don't want to become a profitable trader, then fine. You don't need to listen to me. But if you want to, I'll walk you through the whole trading journey, you know, and how I also take my own mentees from, not profitable, inconsistent, not confident, to actually becoming profitable traders consistently, you know, and being incredibly disciplined, data-driven traders based on a process and profitable, most importantly. So that's really, you know, the goal of everyone who starts trading, right? And do you know, like, have you ever asked yourself, why do brokers actually offer you to trade on demo? Like, is there really any benefit to you to try a demo? Maybe there's for their own sakes, some other agenda going on here, some more nefarious hidden agenda. Maybe it's supposed to make you overconfident. And then actually, when you get to real money, you are completely surprised. Like, why is it so different? You know? And that's actually, in my opinion, what's going on there. You know, demo is so, also even like simple things like the trading execution, the speed, all of these things is different in live than on demo. So demo is literally just like a dumbed down version to sucker in people, for lack of a better explanation from my side. And because demo has no psychological, there's no stakes in the demo. So there's no psychological challenge there. And that's why, you know, it's pretty much useless. It really doesn't help you with anything. And especially not, it doesn't give you any insights into how ready you are to trade with real money. And that's my opinion. And that's not just my opinion, that's actually my experience after seeing thousands of people trying to do that, after 20 years in the market of my own. So, and I know that it's a common thing. People see some strategy on YouTube, they look on demo, they somehow have some sort of a half of a success, then they deposit their first couple $100 and then they just burn it. And then they think like, no, the reason must be something else, right? And then they might even buy some challenges for prop firms, say like, okay, let me try with more money. And it just doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. So there needs to be a better way for you to confirm your ability if you can trade, right? And if you are psychologically fit for it. And that's not demo. So the way I do it, and the way I have really taught it to a number of people over years. And this is how I learned it myself when I worked in the bank, in the investment bank myself, right? You got to learn the foundations of a professional trader. Learn the methodology. You know, understand what is a statistical edge. Understand what rules does a strategy really need to have for it to be a robust working strategy. I bring this example so many times. If you want to build a building, you need to understand the physics of building a building. Otherwise, it will collapse. And the same is with a strategy. If you think you can just trade a strategy, then you're mistaken. You will be in for a big surprise. But if you learn how to develop a strategy, or even take a strategy that you got from somewhere else, and then learn how to develop a strategy and actually change that strategy to make it like your own strategy, their own version of it, and you confirm the statistical edge of it. You understand its rules. They become your focus, and you train the ability. And then also, you know, you work with data, and you go into training it. You know, that builds a whole robustness of what you're doing there. And that's then the second phase, basically. You start to build that. Once you have it working on paper, on the chart, in your spreadsheets, in your tests, all of these things, then you also look at, okay, what can I improve? What can I change maybe? Should I at all? So that would be like an optimization process. But more importantly, now you go into the execution of trading it. And now is the time to actually document it. You need to be really, really honest with yourself in the journaling process. Journaling is not writing down, this is the price I entered, this is the price I exited at this time, blah, 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 blah. No, it's really important that you understand, was the setup considered a good setup? Was it like a so-so setup? Did you really follow your rules? I have a couple of videos. I don't know exactly when this video will be published, but they might be coming after this or before, where I go through specific trades from my track record account. I go through good trades, I go through bad trades, and I also go through the whole analysis process after a trade was done to show you what are the learnings of a trade. That's the process you need to go through. And as you go through these processes, you basically refine your ability. You go from not knowing exactly what you're doing to having real clarity of what you're doing, and then becoming really skilled and capable of doing exactly that. And also then review it afterwards in order to spot inconsistencies between what you wanted to do and what you actually did then. And over time, then you improve to a degree that a positive result is basically inevitable. It's a consequence. It's not a matter of if, but only a matter of when, if you put in the right work. But I'll be honest, I've worked with people that did that, and I've also worked with people that not continued to do that failed along their way, that blamed me for their own failures, that, I don't know, even gave me bad reviews because of that, where in reality they were upset with themselves and their inability. Because I've seen plenty of people actually apply that process and become successful in their trading. So the ones that are not, essentially the same way they were treating trading strategies before is how they treated their learning process. So you really need to be better than that. If you're not better than that, if you're looking for external blaming, if you're looking for shoving or pushing responsibility, your own responsibility upon somebody else, then you will never be successful. And you can leave bad reviews as much as you want. I'm living a great life. I'm independent, I'm successful, I'm financially well, I have a skill set that will continue to make me money for the rest of my life, and I'm literally, I don't care about your validation, but your life will continue to be miserable if you behave in that way. So it's really also your choice what you want to be doing. And I don't tell you these things because I want to, sell you anything or whatever. Now, whether you're interested in my mentorship to learn all that process or to be mentored by me, or whether you're not, I'm indifferent to that. It doesn't change my life. I'm really, I'm happy to help people that want to help themselves. And I'm also committed to whoever is committed as well. So your choice at the end of the day, it is absolutely possible. I've seen kids go from no idea to being profitable. I've seen grown-ups going from no idea to frustrated to blaming. So I've seen both, but I've seen a lot more successes than not. If you want to be one of those, obviously, you can reach out anytime to me, and then we can just discuss whether that's something for you or not. So really, ditch the demo. The demo is not how it works. You need to follow a process. That process has to do with developing a strategy that works for you. It has a statistical edge, clear rule set. Make sure that you do enough testing, that you know the strategy is sound, that the statistics of the strategy are in the right place and work, and then train yourself on executing it. As you execute it, really be honest with yourself in whatever you've been doing in the documentation of your journal, and then reviewing it. And also, don't add unnecessary complexity. I have 7 building blocks in my strategy development approach of how you actually have a statistical edge in your strategy, how you build that into the strategy. And it's a fairly simple concept, actually, but it works. So that's today's video. Ditch the demo, guys. Ditch the demo. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.